I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I want somebody to love. It's the Talkin Yanks pregame show. Jomboy Media, Talkin Yanks, Noodle the Doodle, Zimmer the Wheaton, and Jomboy the Gray coming to you talking Game 2, Yankees, White Sox, Jimmy, Jimmer, John, James, Jomo Lantern. How are you?
I'm doing well, Jake. Doing well. Well, I just saw something.
Oh, my God.
But I'm doing good. I'm excited. It's Friday. I had a nice date day with Caitlin. Now I'm sitting here. We're going to record this. I got intern Luke compiling some footage for future breakdowns to make. But first, we got to talk about this Yankees game. Yankees can use a win. They got a win. They got a win in the update column today with Judge and Stanton both going to AAA to take some at-bats. That's an on-paper win. We need an on-the-field win in Chicago. And I'm so excited about the lineup today. Is this the best lineup we've seen this year from the Yankees, Jake?
Wow. Jimmer Fredette. That wasn't my initial reaction, but yeah, I guess when you dive in, it's tough not seeing Aaron Judge in there, but we did have all those injuries to start the year. But we still would have had a couple Judge Stanton lineups, right, just to start the season. I guess we didn't know what DJ LeMahieu was, Voit, no Hicksy. But yeah, man, this is a strong lineup. I mean, Urshela, the potential all-star in the 8-hole. Gardy's ninth with his defense, and he's been swinging a pretty good stick lately. So yeah, this is a strong lineup, Jim.
I mean, I honestly, Wade and Bird and Morales and Tauchman, they were kicking around for a while the beginning of this season. I think I know Judge and Stanton are still out. I think this is the most complete 1 through 9 we've had this season. DJ LeMahieu leading off and playing first, which puts Luke Voigt at DH, which puts Glaber at second, and Didi at short, and Gio at third. That's our best defensive infield.
Yeah.
And best offensive infield plus DH. Clinton right field, Hicks in center, Guardy in left, Gary behind the plate. This is the best 1 through 9 we've had. So it's probably facing the best pitcher, one of the better pitchers we'll be facing this year, in Giolito, and maybe the hottest pitcher. So it's going to be a fun.
Yeah, one of the hottest pitchers. One of the hottest pitchers.
Yeah, I changed myself. I changed it. But I'm excited. I looked at it and I was like, damn, this is good. It's good. And Judge and Stanton on their way. Hey, you have any thoughts when you saw this?
I didn't have the same thoughts you're saying. That's what that's where I was at. I don't know. I guess I'll hit the lineup quick because you were doing it and then you got lost in the infield a little bit. It's LeMahieu at first leading off, Voit second DHing, Hicks third, Gary El Quattro, Didi shortstop, Glaber second, Clint right field, Urshela third, Guardy left field. So yeah, that's what you like. Yeah, I guess Jimmy, I've got a mental block on this one. I mean, just not seeing Judge and Stanton in there is tough for me. Because I mean that would be the guys currently hitting 7th and 9th respectively. I mean, Judge and Stanton would be our 2-3, 2-4 hitters. So
yeah, but I'm not comparing it to what can be. I'm comparing it to what has been.
Right, and those guys were in there to start the season, so that's the mental hurdle for me that I'm not getting over.
All right, so when Judge and Stanton were in the lineup, we had Tulowitzki playing, Bird playing, Wade got a lot of starts. Like even when they were in, it wasn't a complete 1 through 9. They were dead spots.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is a good lineup. I am excited.
That's true. Good.
I am excited, and we're close to. The other guy's back. So there you go. What are the White Sox doing? I haven't even looked at their lineup. Do you have that for us?
The White Sox are rolling out a very similar lineup. We're seeing Yonder Alonso got benched for Wellington Castillo, but otherwise pretty much the same. Lurie Garcia in center, Tim Anderson, the shortstop, Jose Abreu at first, James McCann catching, Eli Jimenez in left field, Wellington Castillo, the DH, Jose Rondon, we saw him make some really sharp plays at third, Yalmer Sanchez, the second baseman, and Ryan Cordell in right field. With Lucas Giolito, who has been one of the top pitchers in the league so far this season, former top prospect, had the most losses, highest ERA last year, something like that. The light bulb has clicked. I heard them say on the broadcast yesterday that he started listening to his catcher more, and that's all it took. So interested to see what this Lucas Giolito looks like, because we saw him earlier in the year, Jen. And we were like, wow, how bad was this guy last year? And now he's good. And that's baseball, Susan.
He just had to admit that he was dumb. Is that what happened? Like, hey, don't call your own pitches because you're an idiot. Let the catcher call the pitches. Is that what's happening here?
I think it's I don't think anyone said the word dumb. I think that was the first time it was thrown out. Yes. And you asked if people are saying that. I think it's more so they're going with it's trusting the catcher and then trusting your own pitches off of that. So I think trust is the bigger word thrown around than dumb.
I think it's Nuke Lelouch. This just in, Giolito, big dumb idiot.
There you go.
Catcher. But
Jomboy calls Lucas Giolito big dumb idiot. Write it down.
Only when it comes to calling pitches. He's really good at algebra.
Okay.
Tough with English.
Okay. Well, now you're back on the idiot thing.
That's the scouting report. Who's the pitching matchup, Jake? CC for the Yankees. CC Sabathia. Is he coming off good or bad? I can't remember his last start. That would probably mean it's bad. He's coming off 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, not good. Before that, quality start, 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. Before that, 5-4. So a little sliding of late. We need a good starting pitching performance more than anything in the world right now. The Yankees, like if CC can go 6-3, so if he can give us a quality start, I'd be so happy. Which is how bad the pitching's been lately that I'm pining for a quality start.
Yeah, it's been funny to see all the stats come out in the last 24 games or whatever it is. The one that's been circling the internet, the Yankees starters ERA is 5.28 or something like that. And yeah, man, we said it during the streak. It was the dirty little secret that when the Yankees were playing great baseball, they were pitching great. Bullpen and the starters. And now, the starters have taken a step back, which kind of affects our bullpen usage. And the fact that we're just straight up missing a starter and tomorrow's supposed to be a full bullpen day, you wonder how that comes into play. You wonder if that came into play at all last night with any of the decisions. So it'll be interesting to see. And you're right. We could really use a quality start by the definition of the rules by CC, because after that you can't complain. I mean, if Giolito has it today, he has it. That is what it is. If you get a quality start, you need to get that dub because you blew a 4-0 game yesterday. And I think the part that would scare us, Jim, is that I'm not going to go full Orioles because the White Sox are a tier up from the Orioles. But the guys that beat you on the White Sox are right-handed hitter batters. So when we throw our lefties out there, that's a little bit of the fear factor.
Tomorrow's a bullpen day. They've announced that. Why? That's a
yeah.
It'd be Tank on regular rest. Why do a bullpen day right after CC? Whatever. I guess that's a different
issue.
Different issue, but not really, because that comes into how they're going to use the bullpen today.
Yeah.
And I just got the wind knocked straight out of my sails with that info. So this is going to be a CC Sabathia.
Are we undefeated on bullpen days? I mean, we'll get some positives out of you.
Well, I'm worried about today. That means that they're going to throw Sessa. It's going to be CC to Sessa.
Possibly if we're down. Or if we're up, we use the good guys and you save Sessa for tomorrow.
Yeah, but if we are not up early, they're going to punt this game with Sessa in a close or 2-run deficit, and that just took all my joy away from me. That's going to be.
We do that most games if we're down 2 anyway. So don't go down 2. How about that?
Facing a good pitcher, like we said, Giolito's been one of the hottest pitchers. His last 5 games include 3 shutouts, a complete game shutout. Oh, Jesus, his last 4 games, 9 complete game shutout, 8 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 7.10, 7.20. He hasn't given up more than
hasn't allowed a run in his last 22 innings. Jim, there's a stat you could take.
This says he gave up 3 runs in his 3 starts ago to Kansas City. So,
yep, he hasn't allowed a run in 22 innings.
Oh, so he gave up those 3 runs like early in that Kansas City game?
You got it.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, he's been really good, man. He hasn't given up more than 5 hits in a game in his last 5 games. I don't know about the rest. So it's going to be a challenge. What's he throw? We have that here. You got 4-seamer. Oh, dude, he's got a good mix. I like his mix of pitches. A 4-seamer 42% of the time, a 2-seamer 17, changeup 15, slider 14, and then the curveball still 10. High enough for 10. It's a good mix of pitches. That's
a little bit. I mean, it's still 60% fastball, you know.
Yeah, but a 2-seamer and a 4-seamer, you can really have fun with that. It's different than just a 4-seamer.
Yeah.
Bartolos Colon only throws a fastball, and he was like lights out. He was fat. Yeah.
Mariano.
Cool. So we have faced him before. Brett Gardner has a home run off of him, Jake.
Mm-hmm. So does Hicksy.
So does Hicks. All right. So that means the whole outfield's homering today, and that's great news.
That's good.
Wow. Lock that in. Lock that in. CC versus the White Sox. No one has great numbers off him, which is pretty cool, huh? How about that? Abreu, 0 for 11.
That's impressive.
James McCann, 2 for 11. Tim Anderson, 2 for 8. Tim Anderson has a home run, though.
Yeah.
So watch out for that.
As does Wellington Castillo. That's probably why he draws the start today, 3 for 10 with a homer. So,
yeah. All right. Dick, what are you watching for?
Man, I mean, can I say Lucas Giolito? That's normally a cop-out from me. No, let's go top of the lineup today, Jim. I think LeMahieu, Voit, Hicks. We just talked about how good Lucas Giolito has been. The Yankees, throughout our years when we've been good, even when we haven't been not as good, the Yankees have been known as the homer team, the take your pitches, put it together, make the pitcher work. We just mentioned everything Lucas Giolito has done. So, I mean, I've got Voit there, I've got Hicks there. Set up Gary, who's just the biggest threat on this team. Set up Didi, who's been swinging the bat well. I need Hicks, Voit, and LeMahieu drawing big pitch counts and getting on base against Giolito to give the other guys a chance I mean, we're going to have to get this guy out of the game, whether it's, wow, he's figured something out and we just need to work him like we do when we play Chris Sale. Like if that mentality needs to come out, work every count. When you get something on, make it happen. Or, you know, let's flip the script on this kid. You know, maybe he's not as hot as he is and he just had a couple starts. And so I really want to see our top 3. I was going to say in the first inning too, but I'll give him the whole game. Put something together.
All right. I mean, if you'd watched my vibe of this whole show, early runs. We need to score in the first 3 innings, otherwise this game's going to go down the shit. We need a lead after 5. We need a lead when CC comes out, or this game's going to be another bummer, where we probably see Bummer come out of the pen and close it for the Sox. What a ridiculous name, Jake. I was having so much fun on Periscope last night. thinking about having the last name Bummer. Like when his family goes on like reunions, it's the Bummer family reunion. Like they show up at school, like the restaurant, like party of 3 for the Bummers. Or if he has a group of brothers and they all show up, like, oh, the Bummer Boys,
the Bummer Bros. Yeah, and he, and it got me excited a little bit. Actually, it had the reverse effect, but he'd had 2 save attempts and he blew both of them. So, I mean, if Bummer went 0 for 3 on save attempts, so that stuff writes itself. But he did not.
I wanted to make this note, too. Every time the Yankees go into a game facing, like, what's supposed to be a hot pitcher or a premier pitcher, I feel like we fared pretty well. Snell pitched well, but we beat him. Paddock from the Padres got 3 home runs right away. Glass now, he beat him. I think there's a couple more on this list because we've done this before. So maybe that happens. Maybe Giolito is too pumped up to face this Yankees lineup. Then we can take advantage of that. Just fingers crossed. I hope so. Otherwise, we're going to have a hefty task.
Have a task.
Are we going to the homer draft? Are we there?
I mean, pitching past the victory, you kind of mentioned it. If we're down, punt city. If we're up, all the good guys should pretty much be available except Ottavino.
Yeah. And we'll see if they do that. Holder shouldn't be available either, right?
Yeah. How many bullets he ended up throwing yesterday? Not going to get there quick enough, but sure, we'll say that for now and get to the homer draft. Homer draft.
Holder threw 15 pitches, so he could go today if he wants.
Yeah.
Homer draft. It's the homer draft. No one got home runs yesterday, Jake. So there's no points on the board. I get to go first today, and I will take my man, Gary Sanchez.
The Kraken. Hell of a pick, Jim. Hell of a pick.
Appreciate it.
I am going to go with you're kind of a human idiot. I'm going to go Aaron Hicks. Has the homer after off of Giolito, the girl from Giolito. And I'm going to go with the other guy who also has a home run off Giolito, Brett Gardner.
Cool, Jake.
Left the outfielder stacked there.
Why didn't you take Clint? You don't believe in him, huh?
Could only take 2 players. Took the 2 guys that have hit home runs off of them. Great decision-making by me. Thank you. Who's your final pick?
I'm taking Gleyber Torres. He hit 2 balls hard yesterday.
Leaving Clint? You said everyone in the outfit. You said everyone in the. Oh, okay. That's a mistake then. That's bad. That's bad homer draft management, is what that is. That's what people are saying, man.
They have been saying that. No, I'm taking Gleyber because he rocked 2 balls yesterday. Nice hard hit contact. Looked good. I think he's locked in, and he's gonna homer. So in your fucking face. Over under is going to be fun today. It was 10 yesterday.
Over under.
Giolito's been a monster. 0 earned runs in the last 2 games. So say Vegas gives Giolito benefit of the doubt, and they give him up to 3 runs.
Oh,
I think they're going to have this at 8.5, Jake.
Yeah, I think I'm going 8.5 too. I want to say something else to be chic, but no, I'll go 8.5 with you. 9 or wow.
I'm gonna take the under.
Yeah, I think under's unfortunately the bet today.
Did the over hit yesterday, or did it stay?
Your final score yesterday was 5-4.
Wow, so you got the under correct barely.
Yeah, that's what I told you it was going to be 9. I thought the final was going to be 7-2, but that's just cobwebs.
You excited for fall?
No. I'm going to enjoy summer first.
Okay. You can be excited for fall and still enjoy summer.
I can't. It's the life.
Wow.
Sorry.
Too much info. All right. Hey, that gets you over the hump. You're now 18-17 on the over-unders. Giving out free money. You're the best. Let's go to the chat. And here's a talking point. What the hell happened to the Mariners? Started off hot and then last place. They're really trying to bad team. They're not really trying to win right now. You think Sanchez is playing the best baseball in the Yanks? DJ, Gary?
I mean, it starts getting tricky with positions. I mean, what's playing the best? I don't know.
I think those two are playing the best all around.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was another question here, I thought. What do you think about Paddock getting sent down to double A? I think he said single A, but I think he got some out of double A. You think they're doing service time manipulation, correct?
Yeah, I think it's a little column A, column B. I think it's a little service time. I think he's had a few bad starts. Maybe, again, we're not as locked into the Padres as we'd like to be, but maybe there were some behind the scenes that he was peacocking a little too much. But yeah, I'll take a little from all three columns.
It is funny that
Jim, I mean, 65 innings pitched. He's got a 3.15 ERA still.
Yeah, but maybe yes, but his latest numbers, they like from what he started at, and then his last 5 games. I think it was the game before the Yankees, where they pushed him because they said he had a slight injury versus the Yankees or something like that. And since then, it's his last 5 games. He has a 5.76 ERA. And maybe he just needed to be humbled a little bit. Dude seemed like the cockiest guy in the MLB after doing like nothing. So
yeah, that's kind of the little column of the behind the scenes stuff. There's probably a little bit. I think there's some service time, and I think a little bit performance. But I mean, his last start was 5 innings, 3 earned run, nothing special. Raised his ERA to 3.15. So I think we've got a little bit from all 3 columns.
Yeah. All right. Mariners had a good series against the Twins, but I don't think they have much hope. Yeah, I would say 0 hope. I think that's all. Some other stuff, but we already talked about. Oh, here's a good question from Sanjana P. Who are you? You can give a surface level answer, or you can give a deep answer, Jake. It's your, or you can give no answer. But Sanjana P wants to know, who are you?
I think everyone should look in the mirror and ask themselves that question every day, Jim.
Yeah. Worst part of my day every day. But I do it.
What's your answer?
Jimmy.
All right. This was Talkin Yanks pregame show.
Yeah. Give them your final thoughts. The words of wisdom we always end the show with every single time. What is it?
Ask who you are.
See ya.